Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Tom.
And we are back. The last deep dive, Tom.
The last box you'll ever see.
God, look at this. The Shilone fighter.
Should have hidden that like this.
And the Inner Sphere Fire Lance, which of course I saved for last because that's all my favorites. So a lot of my favorites.
A lot of your favorites.
And because we saved it for last, Tom, I do have 3 of them painted up. Brand new. They're right over there. Not only do I have 3 of them painted up, I have 1 of them completely converted into a new pose with antenna. Excited to show those off.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. It's my pride and my joy. So looking forward to going through all these. We have some old ones to look at and compare to. We've got the new ones here. So we've got the Shalom, and then in here is Zeus, Stalker, Longbow, and Trebuchet. So some iconic mechs in there. Very excited about that. So guys, we're going to dive in, put them on the turntable, tell you what we think, stick around. It's all coming right up. All right, we're back. We're going into the Shalom here, Tom.
Do it. Everybody's excited for the Shalom.
This one isn't even open, Tom.
Oh, really?
This is a fresh Shalom. I think we got 2. We got 1 for you, 1 for me.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Excited about that.
I'm taking both of them though. I'm just kidding.
Very much a plan.
Look at that, dude. So first of all, this thing is extremely well packaged. It's a beautiful fighter. It's got a beautiful flying base, single peg, right? Slots right in.
Very, very nice.
Awesome. So this card
Wow.
is apparently, by the way, this card here. There's 2 of them.
Unique to each pack. One of one.
One of one. So this is Tyra Miraborg, who is I believe a free Russell Higgin.
How do you? Is it Rasselhag?
I think it's Rasselhag, yeah.
Rasselhag.
It's got to be. So she, I think, suicide ran her fighter into the bridge of the Clan Wolf flagship and killed the Ill Clan, or not the Ill Clan, the Ill Khan. What was his name? Leo Showers. That sounded like a nerd.
Leo Showers?
Yeah, so Leo Showers, he was the bros bro. He was like the boss, Clan Wolf, and she basically just murdered him, flew her thing right into the bridge. Epic, heroic stuff. So her card is she's forever remembered here with her Shalom fighter.
As an honorless swine dog.
As a hero of the Undersphere, Tom, I think is what you meant to say.
I don't think. Can I see the cards?
Oh, yeah.
Am I not good enough to look at these?
No, she called her Undersphere Swine. Let's talk about the model. So the first thing I noticed, I have a couple of Shalones from Iron Wind. The first thing I noticed is just the sheer size of this thing. So this is scaled.
Yeah.
It's scaled correctly. It has a ton of detail on it. It has really nice, realistic, wing panels, and you can see all the little flaps, right?
Mm-hmm.
The control surfaces.
You're gonna cut them out so you can move them.
Absolutely, yeah. Put them on little. Very cool. And then on the underside, you can see all of the details and right, the intake, all the different things. Cockpit really well designed, as well.
Yeah. Pull out the old one.
So here's the old one. This old one, obviously on a bit of a taller flying base. You like that?
Did you make that?
No.
To weight it?
No, it's a metal. The old ones are metal.
Oh.
Yeah, and I sat them. Well, I sat it inside a plastic base.
Yeah.
Things I do for life.
Tall.
But
I do love the old design.
The old design's great, but look at the size.
Yeah.
I mean, if we compare this, right? I'll bring this over to the close-up cam. I mean, this thing isn't even like. It might be 60%.
And you think
of
the new scale
wingspan
is more appropriate?
I think so.
No, I believe you.
I think
I'm on board.
100%. I mean, this could pass as a fighter, but I think the Shalom's like 60 tons.
And it's a bomber?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It can carry bombs.
Okay.
which is very exciting. But yeah, I mean, so here's the two of them side by side, and maybe I'll take this off the flying base to make sure that it gets in frame.
I wish they sold extensions so you could have the new Shalom as tall as the old one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to put it on a taller flying base.
I think you can stick them together. Yeah, you can also buy them. Yeah, I think you can they make ones that are multi. Yeah, you just put.
Interesting, and I can just stack it on top.
If that's like a standard size, you can get them at like hobby stores.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, pretty cool. It's a great idea.
So
I love the model.
Yeah, that's the first aerospace card I've seen from Alpha.
Oh, that's an excellent point. You know, they did just recently release something.
Is that all accurate? Like the range and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. But now the thrust is 6A. Do you know how that maps?
Yeah, so thrust is handled. So the way aerospace works in Alpha is you cross the table, right? So you pick any 2 points you want. In the movement phase, you can move it up to its thrust value laterally.
So you say, I want to go directly from the center to the other side, and then at the start, then you can say, I want to shift it over.
Well, you can shift it first, then be like, I want to hit this vector, right?
Oh.
So, if you wanted to, clear an obstacle or just have a better, or be further away from other targets, you can shift it. So the higher the thrust, the more flexibility you have in your movement, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So very cool. Yeah, aerospace are a great thing in Alpha Strike.
Well, let's throw that on the ground now.
You're ready to move on. Ready to move on to the mechs now, Tom?
Yeah. I mean, if you are, I am.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay, I'm really excited for this because again, you have so many mechs to compare to, and these are your favorites.
Some of my favorites.
Why am I opening the box is the question.
I don't know, because I've already opened it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So check it out. We've got, again, Trebuchet.
Trebuchet is one of the best inner sphere designs. What a great mech.
Zeus.
Let's see this.
Longbow, Stalker. All right.
Missile boat. He's a dream boat more than a missile boat, in my opinion.
I like the Trebuchet, and also extremely iconic. It is.
Let's start with it.
It's just fantastic mech. So this is a 50-tonner.
Yeah. So many missile pods.
Let's take a look at this thing. It's a beaut.
It's a great design. The fist with just
Right, so this is, I believe, 2 LRM-15s and maybe three medium lasers or 2 medium lasers. I think 3 3, because it's got the 2 on that arm and the 1 there. Yeah. So 2 15s, 3 medium lasers. Very effective.
Great head design. Love it. Good
cockpit. It does not jump, but it moves 5'8" in classic 10 inches if you're playing 2-to-1 in Alpha Strike.
Yeah, this is one where the legs are very
thin,
old school looking.
Very old school.
Yeah, which is really
I know you want to pull out the old school one. You want to look at it.
If you're ready for it, let's do it.
So here's the old school one. The old school one's a lot taller.
Classic.
It also has
a lot. I guess it's like a full head. I do love that he had the Cobra Commander head.
I hate the Cobra Commander head.
I love it.
Oh
love
my god.
The barrels are super goofy, but I like. Yeah, I mean it's just it's so much like the old one.
It is very much like the old one. The head is a little more squished down and less Cobra Commander-y.
But still there.
But it still has that, can head,
Yeah, I mean, I would cut that head off and put it on there if I could.
God, you and the head swaps.
Yeah, it's all the head swaps. The rest of it's great. I like it, but I would want a little more personalized head.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a close up.
You said.
I don't have a painted one of the Trebuchet. I have not painted any Trebuchets yet.
Yeah. Squatter, wider, better hip design there. More, you can imagine that it's a little bit more
like a stable firing platform, right? The original one is just it's too tall, right? It looks a little wobbly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You just want to move on to the next one. So let's do the Stalker. Let's do the Stalker. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Don't like it.
I mean, it is a beautiful design.
It's the opposite of a beautiful design.
Tell me what you hate about it.
Just everything. The proportions are wrong. It's too narrow.
That's the Stalker.
I know, and I like how you painted it. I'm gonna say I like. I love the just the image of bzzz.
Well, so it's upper and lower,
What
right?
the heck are they called? I can't like
The like the little flaps.
shields, whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Covers, missile covers. Yeah.
But it's it's got them over the lasers at the bottom and the
Yeah.
LRM-10s up there.
It's got
Large lasers. But look at the
Little
SRM-6's inset in the body.
Oh, I
too.
know. Yeah, it's
like
real
really
nice.
really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean like it is an acquired taste. Like, the Stalker's a weird looking mech.
It is. It always
It's a
has
weird-
been.
Always a weird looking mech.
Pull up the classic one.
So here's the classic one. This is Tom. This is the Stalker 2. So the Stalker 1's so awful looking I couldn't buy it. I bought the Stalker 2, which is an upgraded and more modern looking one, and I thought that was better. And like the similarities are there.
Super there. Yep.
But this is Stalker 1. But this one just looks much better
Yeah.
anyway. And look at the size. Look how tiny the Stalker is.
Yeah, I know. That was always a really undersized mech. We always talked about that.
Yeah, for 85 tons, right? You expect.
I would want
more.
the cockpit to be a little bit shorter on this guy. That's the only thing I'd probably change. Just a little bit shorter. Make the legs a little bit better.
So
where's the one you painted?
Here's the one I painted. Now
Looks
check.
great painted.
Look at the wash, right?
I know,
And
yeah.
I'm not the best painter in the world, right? But the wash, the way it picks up all of the lines and recesses, just absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
Completely brings the mech to life.
Super good.
Looks really good. It was really easy to paint. Like even the missiles. Like look at the definition around every single little missile. Just really well done there.
And the wash gets in there and just makes them really stand out.
Yeah.
It's a great paint job.
Thank you.
And I think it really makes the mech look good. I should say that. Like, that's fair. When I see it painted, it has good presence, I think.
Yeah. I also did a slight reposing of that Stalker, but only mild. I just kind of moved it off the one leg a little bit.
Yeah, and it helps.
Yeah.
It gives a little bit more movement. So
Okay.
Longbow?
Longbow next.
Skip
You
the
know
longbow.
I want to save the Zeus for last.
yeah, I love the Ansel pod thing on the top. This one, it's funny. Like I hate the giant missile pods on it.
Really? I love them.
It's just again, it's on the super goofy side to me, but I love the cockpit. I really do like it. It has a cool balance to it, and it is very, like you said, Macross. Didn't they put out a new version of this from the Macross line that they reissued?
Yeah, the kids, whatever it is, Kids Logic.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks
they
great.
have them.
This is cool. Really great on
Amazing.
yeah, it's just
The
everything.
diffuser,
Yeah.
right, and the back of the LRMs.
Yeah.
Right, and it's packing 2 LRM-20s, 2 LRM-5s, and I think
The LRM-5s
a handful
look
of medium
so good.
lasers, maybe 2 front and 2 rear mounted medium lasers on this thing. I also
This
love
thing
the
is
legs.
just a killer. It looks like it is an absolute monster.
This is the old one.
Yeah, and I love
Do you
the
really?
old one. Yeah,
I can't even.
Is it backwards? Like you can't even tell.
No, right, and that's the thing. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It literally is hard to tell. I mean, yeah, it's.
And that's like an updated model. It's a more modern version of the Longbow.
Garbage.
I just can't. Yeah, I can't get behind it. So just real quick, side. Put these
Yeah.
in front. So you can do that side to side. You can see the new one isn't as goofy tall, and those LRM, the barrel guns are way more pronounced.
I think I would actually like it if it was a little bit taller. If the legs were a little taller. But again, painted, the wash. This was the one I really noticed. Like just really, especially up in here.
Yeah, and the missiles and stuff.
Just everything.
I mean,
And
all
the
the-
rear, this whole.
Right, that whole area, right, in the rear, and the missiles,
much
right,
detail.
the vents and everything. I mean, that's just a run of the mill wash.
And
I'm
you can
not
see it
doing
10
anything
feet away
too crazy.
which is nice.
Yeah, and
that's
even
it.
look at the heat sinks or whatever those are. In the legs and in the back there, right. There's just so much detail, to be picked up, right. And so this again another winner in my book.
Yeah.
Awesome mech.
I'm a fan.
So
Last but not
last
least,
but not
are you
least,
ready for this?
Am I ready, Tom? I was born ready for this.
Born ready for this.
When they said Kickstarter, I was hoping this was going to be in wave 1. There she blows. Can I tell you, I don't love it.
Don't love it?
You know why? I hate the pose.
Really?
I hate the pose. I don't like how low it is. Like if you stand it next to a Victor, it looks too small. And it's because it's like kind of crouched down and doing some sort of like aggressive walk maneuver.
Mm-hmm. It's a strafing move.
Yeah, right? Otherwise, I love everything about it.
Yeah, I like the pose. I will
big
say,
fan.
it has a very dynamic. To me, you can see its movement. Like I can see it moving and kind of like turning and firing as it's kind of walking on an angle.
Yep.
Very classic shoulder design.
Iconic.
Classic missile fist. Really cool. Cockpit's great. This one again is a little bit melty looking around some of this stuff. I wonder, you have one painted, right? I'm curious to look at yours and see if it is some variation in just in the casting quality.
It's possible.
But dude, such a great looking mech.
Yeah, and even the details up here in the arm, right on the flat part of the shoulder, like really well done. The recess in the gun barrel, real deep, real good. Same thing with the LRMs. Again, the laser here and here, very noticeable, right? Little heat sink or something there. Just all rear mounted laser.
The feet, everything.
Right, everything has that detail.
Pull out the original. Where's the original?
Oh, let's pull out the original. All right, so let me set these aside for a moment. So this is the Alpha Strike, and this guy was packed away for some time.
Isn't that the banner on the website?
Yeah, he's on there, and this was a labor of love. This is like fully magnetized and like articulates, right? And I would love to do that to a newer one, but we'll see. The thing is with this mech, Tom.
Yeah, tiny.
It is so small.
So small. It's ridiculously small.
Yeah. And it's not even like, forget, all right, so even if I put on the base, like height-wise, it's there.
Yeah, it's just tiny.
It's just so, like, tiny.
Yeah.
It's just incredibly tiny.
And you can see, again, just directly how they adapted that original design into the new one. And it's very much orthodox there. Like, I like it. You can see where they came from with it. Mm-hmm. And they really did it justice, I think. So what about your painted
I think they did it justice. Well, let me tell you about this painted one, because this painted one, Tom, was also a labor of love, because I didn't just paint it, I reposed it. Yeah. As I mentioned, I didn't like the pose, and if there's a problem, Tom, that involves a model knife, I'm going to solve it. So, a couple things here. One, I added antenna on the top. Mm-hmm. All right. Two, I sort of brought the torso up so it's a little more straight, and brought the gun out. So I cut the arm here. I added a piece that I broke off an old 3D printed model that I didn't need, and sort of glued it in to cover up that gap that I had created when I cut it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's kind of it's 90 degrees there.
Yeah, and then I cut the arm and rotated the shoulder forward. I rotated this very slightly forward. I reposed the torso, and I actually did quite a bit on the legs, right? Yep. So this leg is now standing straight up. I cut it at both the hips, right, and then this leg was brought forward. And the other thing that I had to do in order to make this work was on the toes I had to cut, or I guess the ankles, right? I had to cut some at the ankle to sort of make it look.
Okay, yeah.
To bend the foot in
Where's
the right.
your old one? What was the pose on that guy?
Oh, just standing straight up, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, well, it's a lot closer to that one now, which is cool.
Yeah, I kind of like the... it reminds me of... there's this old artwork. If I can dig it up, I'll take a picture of it. In the original 3rd edition book, of like a Zeus, and I think it's a Marauder, and it's like sort of a page-over artwork. Ooh. And they're like in a forest, and like, the Zeus is like kind of like ducking behind a tree, and like, I don't know. And it's sort of like harkened back to that, at least mentally. Yeah. And then the last thing I did, like I said, I added the antenna.
Yeah, got to keep it going. I like the red cockpit too. That's
Thanks.
Great. It's like a coffin. I like the cockpit.
Well, this is the rumble seat, so you can bring your wife or whatever along.
It's a ride. Yeah, it's a ride along. Yeah, it's the second cockpit's like bring your kid to work day.
I love it.
It's pretty good.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So these are the ones that are near your heart. How do you feel about them?
I'm really happy. Like I said, the Zeus model is fantastic. I would have preferred more of an aggressive pose. I get what you're saying about a strafing mech, but I don't know. Like I want a more alpha pose, Tom, for that mech. But I'll be honest with you, dude. When I painted these things, they came out so good, from like a wash perspective, right, and from just about I mean, everything. They took paint really well. I mean, I don't want to disrespect IWM or anything like that, but it doesn't matter how many times, like, I seal my mechs or what, they always chip. The freaking metal always chip. The paint always falls off the mechs if I...
Probably have to acid etch them or something. Yeah.
I've tried acid etch on vehicles. It still don't work. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I always have issues eventually. Like, they don't chip right away, but eventually they always chip. Plastic, it never chips. My Space Marines, I can like put them in a bag and shake them together, and the paint never comes off. So, and I think these will be the same. I'm really excited about them. And, just
Pull that
from like...
Shilone over. I'm curious to see the size of that next to a mech. Yeah.
Right? I mean, look at that.
Could he ride on top?
Could he ride on top? Of course you would ask that question. So here it is. This is the direct fire lance, right? And the Shilone, whatever.
No. My only question is, why didn't you paint him up?
Because I'm replacing old mechs, Tom.
But you could have just...
He's slated for another force. Slated for another force, guys. It's not going in this force.
You're breaking up the family.
I'm breaking up the family.
Like, no,
but speaking of the family, this is one I think you could buy, but probably not play out of the box. It's got a lot of points in there. A lot of big mechs. Unless you're playing against a clan star, maybe you could do that.
I was thinking only if you were playing a larger game, and you could maybe fit it in.
Yeah.
It is very thematic as a fire lance.
It is.
A lot of fire support.
It's right.
I love the idea of rolling attacks for the longbow.
So good. And it's a great point. Like, if you're playing Alpha Strike, right, and you want a fire support lance, and you're going to use, like, the formations and things.
Right. These guys hanging back.
Awesome.
The Zeus, is he expensive?
So the Zeus is that's one of my favorites because I think it's affordable. I mean, the inner,
it's really
Succession Wars era. I mean, all of these are not like
super
expensive. Like 1,600 points. I think this is about 1,600. This thing 13, is around 12. No, it's like 14.
Is it really?
Unless you go with like the 5T, which is a sort of the Lost Tech or whatever, the old school one, and that's a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then obviously they get more expensive. But yeah, they're not terrible.
I love this mech.
You love the Trebuchet?
I do. I'm a big fan of that design.
Oh goodness, yeah, it's a good one.
Him and the crab together, they're very spindly. That'd be a fun.
Like Team Spindles.
Team Spindly boys. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
They'd pair well, I think.
But is that it? Is this the last box?
This is the last one, Tom.
Wow.
We've done. Wave 2 is done, guys.
I can't believe it's over. Well, it was nice knowing you.
All right, well, we'll see you around, Tom.
Yeah, I'm giving up.
I mean, I almost gave up on painting. I've only got like 8 or 9 or 10 mechs done. Like, it's not a large number of
all
mechs.
the new.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my god, I have. You just like look over the horizon. There's just like plastic everywhere.
Yeah, well, you had also been going pretty hard on a bunch of Iron Winds that you got,
and the terrain. I was doing a ton of terrain before this too. You get painting fatigue. It's real.
Yeah.
Struggle. The struggle is real.
Yeah, out of Wave 2, I've painted 5 mechs, I think, so far. But I'm gearing up. I geared back up. I go.
Yeah, you go through waves. Once that airbrush gets hot.
Yeah, but I have for our for the narrative campaign idea. I have 2 full forces that I want to paint for that.
That's going to be good.
That I'm excited to paint.
Yeah, we've got a lot of new stuff. I mean,
You don't have any Ghost Bears painted, do you?
What's that?
Do you have any Ghost Bears?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
so
yet.
don't. Yeah.
I'm going to delay them. I'm going to do Hell's Horses instead. Tom's going to do Ghost Bear.
Yeah.
I got Hell's Horses. I think it's Alpha Galaxy or Alpha Keshik, is that how you say it?
Alpha Keshik.
Keshik, yeah, Kesha. They've got they're black charcoal with the flames, right?
Yeah.
What happened to Kesha? She's still sane? Just kind of fell off the planet.
I feel like she just won an award for something. I don't know. I don't follow any.
Gen Con.
I know
she won the BattleTech tournament.
Yeah, if she does a cross collaboration with like a death metal band, I might be aware.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Hell's Horses Alpha Keshik.
Yeah, that was always a really fun
Ghost Bear. I've got Crucis Lancers.
I can't believe you're subjecting yourself to painting those flames.
I mean, I don't know that. Yeah, we'll see.
It's hard.
We'll see.
It's hard.
Yeah,
but you can do it.
I can do it. I've got Crucis Lancers. I've got the Magistracy of Canopus. the Magistracy Cavaliers, I believe it's called, or Cavalry.
The
No,
Magistry.
it's not Magistry. It's literally Magistracy. I looked it up. I googled it, guys.
Like prestidigitation.
Yeah, that's
another word you can't pronounce. Yeah, so I think I have Delta Galaxy Ghost Bears
Love it.
and a Merc unit. But if I tell you who it is, then
we're not telling you.
It'll ruin the narrative.
It'll ruin the surprise.
So
we got some exciting stuff coming
I probably already gave away too much. But
we do have a campaign coming up, potentially featuring all, at least all new Wave 1, Wave 2 type models. There might be some 3D prints mixed in there. I got to see.
Is that the Nova Cat one?
Well, you got Nova Cats again. We're gonna try to do Nova Cats against Crucis Lancers if we can get it painted in time.
They're painted.
Mine are not.
Oh,
I gotta paint them. They're close. They're close.
Yeah.
And if we can't do that, I'll do it against these guys. But I do have Andorian, the Duchy of Andorian or Andorian Duchy, whatever it's called. Those guys are like evil Free Worlds League dudes that like break off. So that'll be a great campaign to play against the Avatar Knights, being loyalists to the Marek family. So that'll be there'll be some good juicy narrative there. That's an Ill Clan type, Dark Age type feud that goes on. So many great things we're gonna do. Just not enough time.
Never
Enough time. But that's it. We're done. Wave 2.
Wave 2. Buy more mechs.
I already placed an order for that freaking Wolf Dragoons thing.
I thought you said you got like 3 of them.
I got 2 of them.
You're nuts.
And it's like, why did I do that?
I just want to pile the boxes up to the ceiling. Just so I know they're there. I know. I'm not even gonna. I just mean in my house.
Yeah. You have enough.
Yeah.
You have enough.
Got rid of all the boxes already. Put them all in the Felder cases.
It's glorious.
Felder's
awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of Felder.
What about them?
Guys, if you don't know about Aries Games and Minis, definitely check that out. At this point,
you have not been paying attention.
Yeah, you have not been paying attention. Every now and then I do get comments. They're like, hey, where do you buy your minis at? And I'm like,
you're not watching.
You're not watching. You're clearly not paying attention. Aries Games and Minis. Derek, the owner over there, fantastic guy, great human being. Great shipping, great service, great prices. Really can't complain about the service you get from Aries. And this stuff should be available soon. That's the other question we get all the time. This is not backer exclusive material.
Yeah.
This will be available for everybody. We just happen to get lucky and get ours before everybody else.
Yeah, and we just don't pretend to be part of it, so we don't make it sound like we have any knowledge. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Bug them about it.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming.
I don't even think Derek knows at this point.
He has a couple. I saw a couple were up for pre-order. Right, so this is we're filming this one in
I
early
think he's already
October. This
out.
one will probably drop later. There's some stuff that's out.
I saw him saying that he already sold of the ones that he had gotten.
Oh, maybe they're already pre-ordered, or spoken for. But yeah, so definitely keep your eyes out and act quick on that. I know the stuff on eBay is outrageously priced. I also do not set the prices on eBay. Oh my god, people are selling stuff for insane prices, bro. That's not nice. It's not nice. Somebody was selling a complete everything from Wave 1 and Wave 2, and the initial listing was $5,000. Did
somebody buy it?
I don't think so.
Dude, don't. If you're that desperate, email me.
I'll sell to you for $4,000.
No, I mean, work something out.
You could just put
it bothers me. We're in the car scene too, and it's the same thing. Yeah. A transmission for my car used to be $500. It's $3,000 now.
Yeah,
it's
now
crazy.
There's a shortage. Yeah.
There's not a shortage though. It's just that people everybody's a hoarder.
Hoarders.
Kills me.
Hoarders. We're not hoarders.
No.
In fact, we give our stuff away for free on Patreon, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah. Technically, this is free.
It's free. It's free. Because I paid for it 2 years ago.
Yeah. A long time ago. Okay.
So anyway, Aries Games and Minis, and then also, we were just joking about Patreon. Coming over to Patreon. So we have 3 tiers, $1, $5, $10. $1, just helping out the channel. $5, you get access to our digital toolkits, our really cool Destiny card builder. So we took the MechWarrior Destiny RPG, we blended it with Alpha Strike, and we got a really cool tabletop game that sort of sits in between Classic and Alpha Strike in terms of gameplay. Really good, yeah.
Yeah, Battlelytics tools.
Yeah, all that stuff's on there. So lots of neat stuff.
You can also tell me what to paint my mechs.
Yeah.
That's something we're going to do.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I want to do it.
Tom wants you to control his life, like
Yeah,
joystick coaching. Just tell him what to do.
I thought it'd be really fun to have the patrons be able to influence like what forces.
We can do it.
It'll be pretty cool.
We could do it. We had him pick your army list once. That was fun.
That worked out really well. Actually, it was a great list.
Didn't work out for me. Did I win that one? Maybe I did. No, did I?
I think I crushed you.
Yeah,
but in every memory I have, I crushed you.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is not.
Jade Falcon wins again.
Like, Tom, you brutally lost that. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Jade Falcon won the battle kid. Jade Falcon. God.
I love it.
Nikolai Malthus, what a scumbag. And then lastly, the $10 tier, Tom. Veteran tier.
No idea.
You get all the best
stuff.
stuff. You also get access
Aaron's
to our veteran
phone number.
challenges. You get my phone number. You can call me. Oh, hang on. Patron's calling me right now.
We have to cancel this. Hello?
Hello? You get access to veteran challenges. So we have really cool challenges. And the next one we have teed up, I mentioned this before, it's a two-part challenge. You can pick any of the new minis, Wave 1 or Wave 2, including this guy or Elementals. You paint it up in a theme, right? And then you write a very short narrative about it. Like, who is this unit? Like, what makes them special? Why do their mothers love them? You know, whatever you want to write about. A little dossier.
Can it be like Halloween?
Halloween-themed unit?
Yeah.
Like all pumpkin heads. Like cut the trebuchet head off the old trebuchet and glue it on all of these mechs. Just trebuchet heads everywhere. You should have like a mech like holding the trebuchet head like on a flail.
Yeah, like a shrunken trebuchet head. Do a Beetlejuice mech. I love it. I'm gonna do a whole Halloween themed lance.
That'd be great. And I'll have to wait. By the time you're done painting, I'll have to wait 12 months to use it.
Yeah, I was painting up that Merc unit with like had this idea about like salvage mercs or whatever you call it.
Oh yeah,
scavenger mercs.
Aren't they like Ryan's Rebels or whatever?
Yeah, but God, they take. I mean, there's so many colors and
and there's no theme. Like this guy's arm's blue, that guy's foot's green. Ever.
Yeah, and you don't want to make it look. Yeah,
right. Everything's got to look different.
And then I was like painting, and I'm like, do they have this many fights that they just magically had this many of the same mech that they fought against? I was like, this is kind of dumb.
And also, why can't they just repaint the mech? Come on.
Well, no, that was part of it. It's that they do it to like taunt their enemies, like
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's all part of it.
It seems ineffective.
I think not. Like when you see like basically a patchwork mech, like dude, that dude's been through some stuff. Like we're just gonna let him. He's got like a pocket. He's got like one of those butterfly knives. You're like, whoa, bro.
Whoa, bro.
You can have it.
Dude, speaking of butterfly knives, somebody told me that the pistons on the hatchet.
Yeah, I was reading that.
So it like flips out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, mech switchblades is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Love it.
I'm gonna put it on a little tiny.
That's
spring.
why we make videos.
That's why we make videos.
Ooh.
Like the little HO scale trains, I bet you can find a little spring from their suspension, or don't the cars have suspension on them? I think they do. And then you can have it like flip out with a button.
Be cool.
Big dreams. All right.
That's a lot of customization.
Well, I guess now we get into painting and stuff, Tom, because we're done doing the reviews. We have no choice but to get back to battle reports.
I know, the crunch, the hard part.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
Really so cool love this lance. Here's, here's some of the original ones. Did some customization on the Zeus. Did nothing to the longbow aside from paint it. But yeah, very cool. Very cool. But that's it. Guys, we're all done. All done Wave 2.
It's a sad day.
I loved Wave 2.
Yeah. When are we going to... Are we gonna give the patrons like a preview of the bat rep stuff, the narrative campaign and all that?
The concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we nail that down, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Excited.
Yeah. But other than that, that's all I got, Tom.
And then when it like fails, I'm gonna blame it on you. Like I had nothing to do with this.
It's documented in video now. Hopefully it's still recording.
We know. We'll never know. Okay.
We'll never know. Well, Tom, it's been great. Yeah, we're done. So, guys, we hope you enjoyed this series as we walked you through basically I think there were 14, 17, something like that. It was a crazy number of boxes.
I blocked it out of my memory.
And great job, Catalyst. I think, really well done. I'm sure it was not easy to execute. This thing must have been hellacious to get all this stuff done. The designs are phenomenal. It was well worth every penny, and I would do it over again.
Yeah, I would probably buy a second of everything.
Yeah, buy more. I would probably buy more
probably
stuff.
doubled it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie.
Just so absurd, but I would do it.
Yeah.
Because already I'm like, I just want to.
And then I would sell it on eBay for $5,000. I wouldn't do that. I promise
send
you.
my Irby to a sports camp.
Oh, I don't even understand what that is, but love it.
It's like in my head, but don't worry about it.
It's not a thing.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Good night.
Thank you so much for watching, and of course, stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.